Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to the Dr. Rahayagani and Miss Noranis Mohammed. Today I would like to present my research which title of the factors influencing abandoned project in Kelantan. So before that I would like to introduce myself. My name is Nur Izzati binti Zainal Abidin and my entry number is 2018200584. My supervisor is Professor Madya Survaya Dr. Turaya Mohammed. So, for a background of a study according to the National Center of Environment Health 2009, housing is a structure or building is which an individual and their family can reside, which protect them from physical harm and allow them to live safely and away from the elements. The term housing project refers to the construction projects that focus solely on residential housing. According to the Unhabitat and Article 25 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, everyone in the world have the right to housing that is safe, secure, habitable and affordable as well as the freedom from forced eviction. As a conviction, the government is responsible for ensuring that everyone has an opportunity to exercise their right to housing, which is why the house project is being considered. According to the Ministry of Housing and Local Government, MHLG, an abandoned project is one of the either unfinished or in the process of being completed. The MHLG divided into three categories, which is a delay project, ailing projects and abandoned projects. The term delay project refers to the project that is delayed by 10% to 30% compared to the goal date. This means that the project is still in the process of catching up on the delay. And alien project is one that is more than 13% behind schedule compared to the original goal date or completion date mentioned in the sale and purchase agreement, but it's still on a track to execute the entire project. However, an abandoned project is one that has come to complete health, which no more works being done on the project. In conclusion, most of them are also left over the building structure exists and a lack of maintenance, no matter is fully being constructed or partly constructed. In result, they have brought a lot of issues to public such as a social issue, drug person gather in entire abandoned place and give a bad image for our company as well. This research was conducted to judge the factors influencing abandoned project in Kelantan and to rank the factors influencing abandoned project in Kelantan. So there are three statement problem. There are three problem statement of abandon, which is mismanagement. Some homeowner have also been blacklisted by the bank, and a project have also been left without any support from the developer. For mismanagement may happen due to the lack of experience of the developer. Example of mismanagement uh, is include a lack of a proper feasibility study, particularly in credit market research and others. Some homeowners have also been blacklisted by the bank when they refuse to pay their mortgage loan. House buyers who have been blacklisted are not in position to make any loan for the purchase for another property save for settlement of their loans. Last, homeowners of abandoned projects have also been left without any support from the developer and have to return to the tiresome task of setting up a committee to negotiate with the developers and the authorities with the issue they face. Additionally, there are some situations that have taken a long time to settle, while some owners have also passed away before the project recovery plan is in effect. Thus, there is a need for research that investigate the factors contribute towards failed residential project and being abandoned instead of Kelantan, Malaysia respectively to avoid this problem from recurring continuously. Next, we move to the research question and the research objective. For the research question, it consists of two questions, which is what are the factors that influence the abandoned project in Kelantan, and second, how to rank the factors that influence the abandoned project in Kelantan. For the research objective, first, to determine the factors that influence the abandoned project in Kelantan, and the second, to rank the factors influencing abandoned project in Kelantan. For a literature review, according to Hamzah Ali and Abdul Aziz to 2016, the research found that unresolved legal action risk associated with the new selling system, lack of a developer liability contractor capacity to deliver the projects, lack of appropriate funding reserve, developers' failures to sell or abridge loan and inadequate home buyers are all the factors that contribute to the abandoned housing project. These risks include both legal and regulatory as well as a financial risk. In addition, they highlight other potential risks which can be classified as a managerial risk include construction delays, project not being considered abandoned if auction of the third parties or the application for reviving the project been rejected, lack of a compromise and collaboration and problem relate to the problem project. From the research conducted by Arni Nadirah ETAL 2015, also highlight that facing financial problem can lead to the abandoned housing project. Dumo McBrango 2017 said that the causes of abandoned housing project in Malaysia can categorize as an economic factor, financial, legal, ethics, system-related selling factor. Projects are influenced by the impact of the economy on the building industry and abandoned housing. Muhammad Azani and Muhammad Zulhilmi 2016 also said that abandoned housing project caused from the economic condition and unfavorable policy also the main factor that influence abandoned housing project stated by Muhammad Azani 2016. For research methodology, I use a quantitative approach, which is a Google form. It is the most suitable and easy way to get the data, especially during pandemic COVID-19. For research design, I use descriptive research design for objective 1 and relative important index analysis for objective 2. Data source is a primary and secondary data, which is primary which using questionnaire and secondary which collected from journal, article, newspaper and any other secondary sources. For a data collection instrument, gathering information through review from literature, published article, internet tools and other type of relevant literature. Distribute using survey questionnaire, Google form and analyze the data by SPSS version 23. For a sampling technique, I use confidence sampling and the target population is developer in Kelantan State and only 100 respondents for a sample size. So this is a data analysis tools. For the first objective, I use descriptive statistic and the second objective, I use relative important index analysis. So this is the finding for respondent demographic. For gender, there are 47% female and 53% male. For the age, the largest group of age which are aged from 26 until 30 years old, which 37%. And second largest followed by 21 until 25-year-old, which 36%. And the less than 5% of respondents will be a group aged under 20 and below, which are accounted 2%. The result can conclude the most of the respondents in age 26 until 30-year-old and 21 until 25-year-old. For marital status, the top one is a single status, which 49%, followed by married, which is 48%, and the last 30.0% widow or widowers. For educational qualification, the highest percentage of 62% of respondents had a degree, while the percentage of respondents have a diploma were 31%, followed by SPM 5% and master 2%. Based on the result, most of the respondents are working with high-level education. Those from degree and diploma and master holder, it is because our respondents are from developers, company and public company. The lowest requirement are from SPM level, thus they are able to make a reasonable consideration and wise decision in their works. For a nature of a job, permanent is a highest percentage, which 64%, and temporary 36%. As the result, the most respondents had permanent job. This is because they are graduate from high education from degree, diploma and master. The respondent have their permanent job means they are able to fit well as requirement and knowledgeable to working as permanent staff in construction industry. For a developer sector, it shows 67% are from private developer and 33% from public developer. For a district respondent, it's focused in Kelantan State with 36 from Pasir Mas, 23% from Tanah Merah, 16% from Machang, 14% from Bachok, 11% from Kota Baru, and 1% from Pasir Putih. Next, for a finding for a descriptive statistic, the factor was stated in the survey questionnaire in order to know the factors that influence to the abandoned project. The total 19 factors were identified for the respondent to give their opinion based on 5 Likert scale. The factors that influence abandoned project in Kelantan are unhelpful financial institution, liquidity problem, rate of private financial, drain out funds, lack of experience and expertise, lack of coordination, ineffective use of resources, poor marketing and sales strategy, bull and sell system, loss of monitoring, lack of financial security, ineffective public delivery system, ineffective punishment measure, unfavorable policies, ethics system, selling factors, fraudulent practice by developer, dishonest loan officials, and crisis construction. So for the financial factor for descriptive statistic, it shows the center tendemic measure of a financial factor that affect factor influence abandoned project. The table reveals the unhelpful financial institution influence us as a developer incomplete the project that will cause abandoned project with the highest average score of 4.59, followed by second rank drain out fund that will influence abandoned project with a mean score of 4.24. The third rank with a mean score of 4.20 is a lack of a bright financial that contribute to the abandon of project, while liquidity problem accounted the lowest mean value of 4.07. For the management factor, descriptive statistic shows the tendency, central purchasing, instant measurement. In management factor, the highest respondent answer is poor marketing and sales strategy with a mean of 4.12. Secondly, of coordination with a mean 4.06. Third, ineffective use of resources which a mean 4.05. Next, lack of experience and expertise which a mean of 4.01. Next, the table of descriptive statistic of government policy factors. The table reveals that loss of monitoring influence in effect abandoned project with the highest average score of 4.18, followed by second rank, lack of financial security with a mean score of 4.13. The third rank with a mean score of 4.06 is an ineffective punishment measure. The fourth rank is 4.01, which is ineffective public delivery system, followed by unfavorable policies, which the mean is 3.97. Lastly, with the mean score of 3.93, the last graded is a book and sell system that will also affect the abandoned project. Next, for the economic factor. Economic factor, it shows the table reveals the selling factor with the highest score of a mean which 4.19 and the second one followed by 4.16 means which is a ethics system. Next, proceed to the other factors. The table reveals the fraudulent practice by developer with the highest score of a mean which 4.06 and the second one followed by a 4.01 mean which is a dishonest loan officer. Last, the lowest mean is 3.94 which a crisis construction. Thus, we can say that the factor that influence the abandoned project in Kelantan is 19 factor which that I already said before. For the finding, for the ranking of the factors influencing abandoned projects, based on the analysis of the finding, it can be concluded that there is a medium and medium low of a level RII. However, it is significant where 0.4 is less than or equal to RII and RII is less than or equal to 0.6 and 0.2 is less than or equal to RII and RII is less than or equal to 0.4. Based on the table above, the highest RII value 0.414 from build and cell system, followed by crisis construction, which the value of RII is 0.412. Then followed by third ranking 0.406, which unfavorable policies, and the first rank followed by lack of experience and expertise, ineffective public delivery system, and dishonest loan officer, which 0.6398 value of RII. Next, fifth rank is 0.388, which a lack of a coordination, ineffective financial measure, and a fraudulent practice by developer. Then followed by liquidity problem, which is the value of RII is 0.386. The seventh rank is 0.382, which is ineffective use of resources. Then followed by lack of financial security, which is 0.374. The ninth rank is 0.368, which a poor marketing and sales strategy and ethics system. While for the 10th rank followed by loss of monitoring 0.364. Next, the 11th rank is selling factor 0.362, followed by lack of a bright financial 0.360, and followed by drains out fund, which 0.352 the value of RII. Finally, the last item rank is unhelpful financial institution, which 0.282 the value of RII. According to the critical review of literature, most of the previous researchers were mentioned. The financial difficulties is the top factor that lead to the abandoned projects by Hamzah Abdul Rahman, ETA al. 2016, Mohammed Hashim and Fakrul Anwar, 2016, Arni Nadirah binti Abdul Hadi, ETAL 2015, Dumo McBrango 2015, Yap Heng Ho 2013, and National House Buyer Associate 26. However, the financial difficulties were not applicable for effect abandoned project based on analyzed ranking, but the most factor influencing abandon a project is book and sell system. Therefore, not all enable factor that will lead abandoned project was used and considered as enable factor for abandoned project. In conclusion, this study has achieved both the objective of the study based on the conclusions that has been posed by the researchers. All objectives of the study were achieved through the research method of questionnaire and SPSS programs are used to analyze the data based on the selected areas. Finally, this study can also be used as a reference for scholarly researchers and academics to conduct further studies in the same or related in the future. That's all from me. Thank you.